Hello and welcome to iTie's channel. Today we're looking at the R66 Robinson for Xplane by Alabeo, and this is quite a detailed helicopter and it's quite fun to fly. We've got a couple of menus, and unfortunately at the moment this view menu doesn't seem to work for me. Oh, hang on, did it actually work there? No, I thought it did, but there you go. So I'm on issues with that view menu, but the other menu seems to be fine. So if you look in the cockpit, you see the attention to detail on those chairs. Look at the stitching and the way the cycling is vibrating. Look, you can see that there. Nice and sharp graphics. We can also open the doors. So if I go on the outside view, you can take a look at the doors. So you open the door, and then open the rear door. So that's a good little touch as well. Just close them off. And you've got the pilots inside, you've got the reflections, the lighting effects are good. And we're off. Let's go for a quick tour. We're in Berlin at the moment. Let's close that off, we don't need that right now. So we're in Berlin, and we're going to do a quick tour of the area, and then we're going to land and see how we're handled. So back in the cockpit. So I said it's quite stable. The R22 that is available from Dreamfoil, and I think is the stock R22 from Robinson. That's very, very difficult to fly in my opinion. It's one of the hardest helicopters to fly in across all simulators, the R22. But I find this one much more stable. It's not as twitchy, and it's more forgiving, and it's quite responsive as well. So it's more relaxing to fly as well, because you're not fighting the controls. And the detail of the cockpit, as you can see, just looking around the cockpit, is great. You've got sort of the wear and tear on the door there. And let's have a look. Let's go to the window view and have a look. The seat belt, yeah, it's brilliantly modelled, I must say. It's got a good rating from me on the graphics side of it. So let's have a look at the outside view again. On the outside, and I like the animation on the rotor blades. You can see it's great, realistic looking. Let's take a closer look. I'm not quite sure what that is at the back there. Now that pipe, I don't know what that is for, but I'm sure somebody would let me know in the comments field. I like the way the lights of course reflect as well. Let's take a closer look at those two. He looks like Ian Rush, that footballer who used to play for Liverpool. Yeah, the guy on the right. And maybe a bit like Steven Gerrard there on the other side. So yeah, let's go down this road and see how it flies. See the speed it gets to. Great handling. I mean, very responsive. Trying to follow this road now at a speed. While we do that, let's have a look at the other views. We've got a flyby view, have we? That's a bit far away, that isn't it? Oh, back in the cockpit. That's the chase view. And if you're wondering, the sky I'm using is SkyMax version 2, which for me does the job. I mean, you can see the detail in the clouds. It's an add-on which you buy, called SkyMax. I think they're on version 3 now, so check that out if you want those realistic looking clouds. I want to check the flyby views. I can never remember the key for the flyby view. Is that it? The shift 3. Well, this is at a distance. Shift 2. That's better. I think that's the flyby view. Here we go. Flying towards the camera, good shot that is. And shift 2 again. It's quite a stylish helicopter. It's got that typical Robinson cylinder between the cabin and the rotor blades on the top. That sort of tall sort of cylinder thing. Now we're going to see if we can attempt a landing. And we're going to land over there on the grey patch on the right there, so we'll see if we can get a nice soft landing. Like I said, I've only flown this a few times, so I'm going to try my best. See if I can get it to a hover. Yeah, the handling's great. I like the handling. It's fun. It's fun to fly, which is important. Yeah, in a flight simulator. I mean, sometimes with the R22, it's a challenge. It's great as a challenge, but it's so difficult to control. I probably need to check my settings on my joystick and my sensitivity. But as you move it slightly, and I mean very slightly, and it does seem to just go all over the place. But that's a challenge for me. I'm aiming to master the R22. The R66 though, stability is brilliant. You can see that I'm flying at a slow speed and it's not moving about too much. Coming in for the landing now. Just slow down a little bit. Get to another view. So slow down just enough that we can land on that bit of grey concrete over there and hopefully not hit the floor like a sack of potatoes. Quickly go back into the cockpit view. So you can see that the dials do work in there, thankfully. They help the control a bit. I think that was in that book. Funny thing is, no pilots in, they've disappeared. So here we go. Coming in for the landing. Let's get to a bit of a hover. Help us land a bit. Oop, going backwards a bit now. Need to get forward. Just manipulate the cyclic a bit so we can go forward a little bit more and land on the concrete, not on the grass. There you go. Just a touch forward on the cyclic. Let's come into the landing now. There you go. As I said, we're in Berlin. Come in for landing, nice and softly and gently. That'll do. Perfect. I like that landing. And that's it. The Robinson R66 by Alabeo for Xplane. Be sure to check out our site pchelicopters.com for more reviews.